Hi, let's talk about motion with constant acceleration. As we know that acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by change in time, right? Now, if this is constant, then we can do several different calculations and come up with several formulas. For example, I can write this as dv as a dt, right? Now, suppose if v goes from u to v and time goes from 0 to t, right? So if I integrate this, I will have v minus u is equal to t into a, right? So where v is the initial velocity, or v is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity. From this we have a formula, v is equal to u plus at, right? Now we should not just memorize the formula, we should make sense out of it. So let's say that our u is 10 miles per hour, right? And a is 50 miles per hour square, right? So here if I'm looking at velocity after 2 hours, so that should be equal to, now you can see that it's accelerating at 50 miles per hour square, right? So every hour the velocity is increasing by 50 miles. So after 2 hours, it will increase by 100 miles, right? So I'll have to do is add that into the initial velocity. So that will give me a 110 miles velocity, right? So now if I use this formula will give me the same thing. So we will have v is equal to 10 plus 50 multiplied by 2, that will give me 110. So make sure that whenever you have a formula, it should make sense to you before you use it. And if it makes sense for you, you can do less mistakes, and also it will be easier for you to remember the formula. So now this is your formula number 1, in case the acceleration is constant over the time. Now let's look at another formula. Now we have v is equal to u plus at. Now we know that v is equal to change in distance per unit time, right? Now that can also be used to calculate the formula for d. So I can write this as u plus at, right? Because v is u plus at. Now that will give me d is equal to u plus at dt, right? And now I can integrate it from 0 to d, and this is for 0 to t, right? Now if I do that, it will give me d is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is another formula which we will use frequently for solving the problems.